Joachim Wtewael was a distinguished Dutch painter and draftsman whose vivid and often erotic Mannerist works made him a unique figure in the art world of the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Living through the transition from Mannerism to the Baroque and the rise of the Dutch Golden Age, Wtewael remained loyal to the stylized elegance of Mannerism long after it had fallen out of favour. His paintings, characterized by their bright colours, dynamic compositions, and complex allegories, offer a fascinating contrast to the realism and restraint that came to define much of Dutch art during his lifetime. Joachim Wtewael was born in 1566 in Utrecht, a vibrant city in the Netherlands. His father, a successful glassmaker, likely encouraged Joachim to pursue the arts. He began his formal training as a painter under Joos de Beer, a relatively obscure artist in Utrecht, and later came into contact with the influential Haarlem Mannerist artist Maarten van Heemskerk's work. However, Wtewael's artistic development truly flourished during his travels through France and Italy, from about 1586 to 1592. These years exposed him to the courtly and highly stylized Mannerist style that had originated in Italy and spread across Europe. Wtewael absorbed these influences, particularly the work of Italian masters such as Parmigianino and Pontormo, and integrated them with Northern European traditions. Upon his return to Utrecht around 1592, Wtewael established himself as a prominent painter. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he remained steadfast in his devotion to Mannerism, even as the more naturalistic style of Caravaggio and other Baroque artists gained popularity. Wtewael's paintings were known for their elaborate detail, intense colour schemes, elongated figures, and theatrical poses. He often painted on both canvas and copper, the latter medium allowing for extremely fine detail. Wtewael's subject matter ranged from religious and mythological scenes to portraits and allegories. His mythological works, in particular, were striking for their sensuality and eroticism. Paintings like Mars and Venus surprised by Vulcan or The Judgment of Paris are replete with nude figures, depicted with a mixture of elegance and unabashed sensuality. While such works may have shocked some contemporary viewers, they also showcased his mastery of composition and figure drawing. Despite his stylistic conservatism, Wtewael remained successful throughout his career. He was commissioned by wealthy patrons, and his paintings were widely collected. His ability to infuse traditional Mannerist aesthetics with vivid emotion and narrative complexity gave his work lasting appeal. Wtewael was not only a successful artist, but also a civic-minded citizen and businessman. He joined the Utrecht City Council and became involved in local politics, aligning himself with the anti-Catholic Calvinist faction. His religious convictions are evident in many of his biblical works, which often carry a moralizing tone and were designed to instruct as well as to inspire. In addition to his political role, Wtewael also prospered as a flax merchant, a profession that provided him with financial independence. This autonomy allowed him to paint more for personal expression than for commercial necessity, which may explain why he continued working in an outmoded style purely by choice. He married Christina Wtewael van Halen, with whom he had 4 children. His son, Peter Wtewael, also became a painter, though not nearly as prominent as his father. Joachim Wtewael's work is characterized by the hallmarks of Northern Mannerism: artificial elegance, elongated human forms, intricate spatial arrangements, and a bright, sometimes garish palette. While Mannerism was often criticized for its lack of realism and excessive stylization, Wtewael used these elements deliberately and skillfully to heighten the drama and symbolism of his works. What makes Wtewael particularly interesting is his steadfast dedication to Mannerism during a period when most of his peers moved on to the more grounded, human-centered Baroque style. His resistance to change was not due to a lack of talent or awareness. On the contrary, it reflected a strong individual vision. He continued to produce masterpieces long after Mannerism was considered passé, effectively preserving the style for future generations to appreciate. His work saw a resurgence of interest in the 20th century, particularly after major exhibitions in the Netherlands and the United States. Today, his paintings are held in prestigious institutions such as the Louvre, the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., and the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. Joachim Wtewael stands as a testament to the diversity and richness of Dutch art during a transformative period in European history. While many artists followed the currents of change, Wtewael held fast to a style he believed in, refining and perfecting it throughout his life. His legacy is one of artistic conviction, technical brilliance, and an unflinching embrace of sensual beauty. In an age increasingly defined by realism, Wtewael's fantastical visions offer a vibrant and unapologetically dramatic alternative, earning him a unique place in the pantheon of Dutch Golden Age painters.